everyone, it's Ikue. Welcome to 12 degrees Cancer, net to 3. Today is a Sagittarius day. I believe we're about to express ourselves, but lots of planets are moving too. We'll touch base with that. But welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue, Friday, July 4th. 2025, and it's a Friday. How you guys feeling on this day? Today, I think, in the morning, Venus was doing something, Uranus doing something. We'll read that. But basically what we did was to shed the old patterns and finally let go of some the last patterns that were so hard to release. So those things came up to get released. So you may feel super light today, like not lightheaded, but it's just like, just energetically feel light. It's like, I am hopeful for the future and I'm moving forward, that kind of energy maybe that you're feeling, then you're on the right track. So let's start grounding ourselves. I picked 2 oils today. One is purity. This works like a sage essential oil wizardry, and if you guys are interested, they were Human Garage partners, and this oil is amazing. I'm just gonna put purity. And I kind of just say every morning I pick the oil that helps me elevate. And this is for the collectives. I'm just gonna create some heat, rubbing my hands. How are you feeling on this day? And let's clap your hands, go around your body. It's a cleansing, feeling our energy. Yeah, feeling is powerful. We're still, 12 degrees Cancer. We're about halfway, right, of Cancer season. We're mastering emotions. We know that emotions are our superpower, not to demonize them, but we just have to feel them, right? And when we completely feel them, surrendering, right, to the feeling, but with trust, we're not going to lose control, right? But false control needs to be gone, right? So we are learning that. Know that we're powerful beyond words and beyond body, and we are finding that inner peace within. So thank you, body. Thank you, body. And feel the energy. It's just like checking in with your skin, checking in with your body. It's important. We have Human Garage. We have this called Fascia coffee. You can follow the flow of fascia, but literally just connecting with the skin, right? It's just like, hello, body. I see you. Touch your hair. It's like, I love you, right? The loving approach always. You can flick your hair. 1, 2, 3. That felt good. Okay, you can also let's use a sacred ritual oil. This is for that. This is for everyone. You can use your favorite oil if you're called to. Ooh, it's all about. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Oh, thank you, Laura. You too. Your energy sees my energy. Feel your body. Sacred ritual oils is wonderful if you want to enhance your performance, right? Like if you're an Olympic athlete, that's a great oil. I use this oil in the hands-on session, especially when I feel like the clients are, people choose, right? And I feel like some session, like every session, has a meaning, but when I particularly feel like the session is gonna be a pivotal, like a turning point for a client, and it's like, okay, welcome to spirituality, sacred ritual. So I use that oil. Yeah, super powerful. Give yourself a little shake. Let's do a couple of maneuvers. So let's start with, let's try this. Take your right hand, go into the nose, and take this left hand, pull the skin apart. And this one is powerful. If you're feeling like 11 lines, when you're always like clenching and like going like this, And this is a good one. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Do your nose. 2, 3. That felt good. Okay, let's try the back. Let's do the thyroid. So I call it thyroid release because that's what we do when we release thyroid. But it's really about releasing the neck. And the back of the neck and back of the head is literally connected to our eyes. So I often find that when I release the tension from my neck and the back of my head, like I can feel my eyesight gets brighter. So if you feel your eyes are tired, your eyes are strained, like I suggest you guys try this. Take your right hand, start from the bottom of your neck, pull the skin up and elongate. Take your left hand, same thing, elongate. And breathe your mouth. 2, 3. To your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. I am speaking my truth. Even though it's awkward and uncomfortable for myself and others, my voice matters, and I speak my truth with kindness, and I no longer feel guilty about speaking up. I speak up. I speak out. Because I love myself. Relax, and I choose myself. Choose my self-love, choose my self-worth. Okay, let's see how you feel afterwards. Let's do a little bit of wrist. Pull the skin down and create some space in your wrist. And move your hands in every direction. Pull it hard enough that you feel the burning sensation. Move around. Feel your body. It's always the appreciation, like the healthy connection that you built with your body, right? When you're rushing in fear, we forget that our body is a gift. We sometimes get entitled, right? Entitled with what we have, our belongings, our relationship, our body. But it's like nothing should be taken for granted, you know. But we also have that, you know, relationship, vice versa. What that means is there are some times that we were bypassed or unacknowledged and entitled. So it goes both ways, but at least, you know, we know that our inner peace, our, like, you know, harmony is going to be reflected in the outer world. So, you know, when you are come across these situations or relationship that like not valuing us, and then we gotta go inwards, like, what did I do to attract that kind of relationship? Or what is this telling us? What is this teaching us, right? So it's very important to kind of just look inwards and know what we've been attracting. So that's a powerful one. Okay, I feel like let's try a quick finger release, and we can do this moving around, but let's just go grab your right and pull it and twist it away from your body. So grab your fingers like a handle, and then just move around. We can do breath, but we're just talking. Feel your body. Lots of things are moving. Yeah. Planets are moving and helping us release what we no longer serve. Grab that index and grab it and twist it towards you. But if you ended up twisting the other way, no problem. Feel your body. Always that loving, gentle approach to your body. Like, I started to even say, thank you, pain. You know, thank you, anger, when I feel it. And just know that it's safe. Middle fingers, grab it and twist it towards you. And because a lot of times we resist emotions, resist we resist lessons because we don't feel safe, right? In order for us to feel safe, it's literally, regulate your nervous system and all of that, hydrate yourself. But most importantly, just when the feelings come up or situation come up, just surrender to that. Accept what is, right? Accept what is. And once surrender with trust, know that this is good for us and universe is, taking care of us. And from that surrender, full surrender, what's going to happen is, let's do it, ring, grab it and twist it away from your body. When we surrender and when we know that it's like, okay, this is somehow good for me, and trust that my body absorb that into, our tissue, right? And then that's when we are able to metabolize the lesson into our body. And when we do that, then once our body absorbs that lesson into our body, we get to digest it, metabolize it, and take whatever good from that lesson and flush out whatever doesn't serve us. So it's literally like taking food, right? And there are some part that is good for us, and we'll take it as energy and calorie. And then whatever it doesn't serve, you just flush it out, right? Let's do pinky, grab it and twist it towards you. And so same thing, whether that's a lesson or the food or the emotions or energy, you take it in, right? Take it in, feel it in your body. Don't be afraid. And once you fully feel and surrender to that and know that our body is so wise, and take what's good and flash out what's not good. This is how we can metabolize. Otherwise, those energy, those food come into our body, and then we create pockets of storage. I feel like the pockets of storage, some people are more in here, some people are more in the hips, right? So create like a dent, almost like a storage pocket, and then we're storing it in. That's not called digestion, right? And this is how I feel, whether that's a food, energy, or emotion, we're storing in the pockets of storage in our body until we are ready to surrender, until we are ready to process them, right? So what we need to do is, maybe we were busy at the time to process those things. Maybe our level of consciousness was not ready to process that lesson yet. So we're just storing it, right? But we just see that part of us, like whether that's showing up as an inflammation. I mean, everything is essentially inflammation that leads to the pain, arthritis, or diagnosis, right? But it all starts with maybe irritation, frustration that creates inflammation. And that when that energy stays there for a long time, then it started to act up, right? Inflame, body is on fire. And when you just numb the part of yourself with the medicine, like not the real medicine, but it's like suppressing the pain. But the energy stays there. You just don't feel it because your brain does not perceive that, right? So it's kind of just like storing it until your body just screams one day. It's like, no, I can't take this no more. Do something about it. That's when you started to finally take care of yourself or do something about it, right? So I think what we have to do is see that part of yourself. It's like, thank you for holding this. I didn't know, and I know better. I take care of you. I take care of all parts of myself, not just a good part, but also my blind spots. And we can only notice those blind spots when we are regulating our nervous system every day, creating a sense of safety within, right? Otherwise, we have no capacity to look those blind spots. So I can see you, and I take care of you. So those are the things that I believe that those are the keys to really look inwards, right? And see that darkest parts of you, that distortions, that like a little bit of, this little bit of energy, like not being clear and a filter, right, inside of your body. And then here and there, a million spots. But we are learning to accept all parts of us And as we surrender and as we increase the level of our consciousness, and we get to see those parts, and then just like, let's move with me, let's move with me. Even just like you feel the tension in the back, it's like tap. That's the awareness. That's why I believe that tapping works. It's like bringing your awareness into the area. Hello Michelle, happy camper, good to see you. So it's like, and then it's kind of like when you have a sandbag, and when you have a dust on it, and then when it doesn't happen to be a sandbag, but let's just see like the bag, and with the dust on it, and you just dust off, you tap, right? Same thing. So when your body carrying it like a little bit of residual energy, then you can tap and dust off. Same feeling. Maybe you can like, it works for some tension, right? But then maybe the deep layers needs to be maybe twisted and pull it, and the constant constant reminder for yourself. It's like, hello body, I feel you, let's move. Maybe the first couple months doesn't want to move. It's kind of like really dense part of you. Think about the layers of fascia, dense part of you that is like, haven't moved for years. Let's just say that. Then it takes time, it takes patience, right? But then this is the work, showing up for yourself, and know that it's like, it will move at some point. It will move at some point. But, or you just claim it right now. It's like, all parts of you, let's move. So this is a journey of embodiment for me, because I embody what I teach, and this is my strength because I feel my body, but then also I feel the parts that doesn't want to move because it doesn't feel safe. So it's every day I see that part of me, I feel that part of me. It's like, it's okay, let's move, we're safe. Okay, let's do the left hand. Let's grab your left thumb with your right hand, pull it and twist toward away from you, and then just move. Yeah, so compression it's very helpful, and that's what we are doing. Compress our fascia temporarily and add a little bit of twist. And as we do that, everything needs to move around it, and that's how we can bring flow. And that's what we're doing. Now index, and grab it and pull it and twist towards you, and I just feel a little bit of tension, right? Doesn't even have to be 6 breaths sometimes. And you just go around. Ooh. And you can also move your shoulders, your neck, and the middle fingers, grab it and twist towards you. Same thing. And just let it flow. Imagine your fascia is like a cheese melting, softening, marshmallow, like fluffy clouds. And your ring, grab it and twist it away from your body. What it's like for you to have more room, right? Fluffy clouds, melting cheese, softening, and super adaptable, right? Let's do the pinky, grab it and twist it towards you. So those are the foundation. And when your fascia is hydrated and fluid, and then we are more resistant to change, not resistant, we are more flexible to change, not resistant to change, right? That's the embodiment. That's embodiment. We just need it to be flexible to change, because human beings were programmed, that's like, whatever we see is fixed and we can't change it, and change is scary, right? But we are finally letting go of the pattern. Change is good. In fact, change is constant. This is where we need to surrender. And we think our body is the same, right? But over time, you see the difference. But maybe you're not seeing the results every day, but then, consistently just keep doing what's good for you, right? Or experiment when you are doing something. It's like, oh, it didn't work, so I'm not going to do that anymore. So taking care of yourself, feeling your body, and attune to your body so that you know what's attract, what's good for you, and what not good for you, right? So using that discernment, because every time you do something that your body says no, then it creates the resistance and create that resentment in you, and that will show up in your gallbladder meridians, for example. So boundaries are necessary. Boundaries and discernment is so important. This is how we know what's good and what's good for our soul. So in order to do that, then you need to listen and you need to feel, right? And that's when you can start making the next decision that's good for us. So we're all learning. So now let's look into some of the planets and collective message. Now, today 12 degrees Cancer, so 12 net to 3 is a Sagittarius energy. But earlier today, Venus conjunct Uranus at 29 degrees Taurus. That's the last degree of Taurus, and Venus enters Gemini. Neptune retrograde at 2 degrees Aries later on today. Gemini enters Gemini. Venus enters Gemini already, and Neptune retrograde at 2 degrees Aries later on. But what the common theme is, truth is no longer something you find, it's something you choose to live. 12 degrees Cancer says, I don't just feel, I stand in what I feel. I don't just receive, I respond with integrity. Today's field is about emotional embodiment, emotion. Emotional embodiment. So we're talking about this Cancer energy, embodiment, Taurus energy, and that's moving, right? And that's the Sagittarius energy. You've passed through the edge, passed through the gate of remembrance, and now your body becomes the sanctuary for sustainable frequency. So here's what's lighting up the fascia field today. Venus-Uranus conjunction at 29 degrees Taurus, a final surge through the fascia of self-worth. Any residual patterns of clinging to outdated version of beauty, safety, or partnership are being electrified and released. Powerful. Because Venus is about beauty, safety, partnership, right? And Venus is ruled by Libra. That's my sign. And so let it vibrate out. The 29th degree is urgent, quantum, and closing a karmic love loop. I think that happens in the morning, I feel like. Yeah. Venus enters Gemini at 8:30 a.m. PST today. Now the heart wants air, movement, and multiplicity. Communication becomes flirtation. Beauty becomes curiosity. Let your fascia speak, not through force, but through frequency. Movement becomes language. And Neptune station retrograde at 2 degrees Aries today. The fog lifts on false identities. There's no more pretending. The self you embody now must be stripped of illusion. That's super powerful. You can't perform your way into ascension. We gotta be honest with ourselves, honest with our light, honest with our shadow, and remove our armor, or at least soften it. Every single day, no one's perfect. Let's just start there, right? Trust the discomfort. It's detox. Let your movement dissolve all projections and bring you home to your core flame. And 12 degrees Cancer numerologically reduced to 3. That's the Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius archetype of embodied wisdom and expressions. We're here to express ourselves. Express our truth. We're no longer feeling about truth. We are living it out loud. In our walk, in our spine, in our vibe. I keep telling myself, the era of shrinking myself small is over. And that's something that's coming up for me. It's like There's a lot of time, millions of times, I shrunk myself small. I'm afraid of being told, oh, you are this, or you too much, or you feel too much, or you are this too much. And, you know, and people try to categorize, right? Like, oh, you're the dancer. But I can't be boxed in. I'm a dancer. I like spirituality, and I like moving. I like this, that. And we are all like that, right? So we're just accepting who we are without apology, without judgment. But first we need to start within ourselves. People will say anything, you know, but then it's like, you know who you are, then showing up with your authenticity, and your soul will love that, and that's all you need to do. So, and we are just expressing our truth today, getting rid of the last bit of, you know, outdated version of beauty, safety, partnership. That's interesting, right? How you show up to yourself. Do you have what it's like for you to feel completely safe in your body, right? And all patterns are gone, you know, how you see yourself, how people show up to your life. Some old patterns needs to be gone, right? Stand up to your truth, right? And know that this is new me. So that's the energy. Emotional embodiment, that's the key for today. Yeah. It's not about mood, it's about maturity. It's not about reacting, it's about responding to truth through movement. Yeah, find a wave of all patterns around worth and connection. Your fascia might be tingling, buzzing, or unwinding in new ways. If that's happening, just let it. And Venus has entered Gemini, so the field is lighter, curious, and expressive. That's a Gemini energy, right? You're allowed to dance through contradiction. You're allowed to be many things at once. That's the exactly thing that I was talking about. And illusion of who you thought you had to be is washing away, because Neptune retrograde in Aries, that's the energy that encouraging us. Let your fascia speak what your mind can't. Let your body write new stories of power. We show up not as performance, but as presence. And you know that your presence is enough. Yeah. Always tell yourself when you feel not good enough, or you feel like you need to work hard to prove yourself, just stop right there and then know that it's like, you know what, my presence is enough, my energy is enough to shift the room. That's one of the affirmations that I use quite often. And also yesterday I had a hands-on session with the clients, and you know, I do a lot of affirmations, like a channel message as I work on the body, because the body starts to speak to us, right? And one thing that came up was, I have arrived. I have arrived. And this clients that I work with is one of those people who psychically awakens so fast, and body is having a hard time catching up to. And here comes me, like touch the body. It's like, buddy, you know, time for an upgrade. You know, let's move. You're safe. Let go of this armor. So that work with the consciousness, right, smoothly. And I think sometimes we've done such deep shadow work and walking through so many fires, right? And then we just know that it's like so resilient and we got this. Like, okay, let's another fire. But sometimes we need to pause, and we don't need to necessarily call in another fire into our life. We've done enough. And some people have never, walked through their fire to keep escaping, from it, and that's another issue. But people like us, we're the light workers, we have walked through our own fire, and we don't necessarily need to keep attracting them anymore. So sometimes we need to shift the perspective and stop right there and know that it's like, you know what, I have done enough shadow work. Now I get to enjoy, flow with life, and keep reminding ourselves we're here for joy. Our body is for joy. It's not to hold space for other people. My body is too my body is too precious for that. So learning that we can still hold space. It's almost like you're holding space in the outer realm of our aura, but it needs to go filter in to really get to us. So our body is for joy. Our body is for us. It's not for other people's emotion to get stored, right? That's not our job. So claiming the space for ourselves in our body, like this body is for me, but it not come from the entitlement, like this is my body, right? So it's just know that it's like my body is for me, and this body is for joy. This body is no longer for pain to be stored. I am attuned to my body. I know when to say yes. I know when to say no. And I am here, to serve others. But serving for others is not based on, it's not in exchange of my self-sacrifice anymore, right? It's like I put myself first. I choose myself first. So we are all learning this little programming here and there, a little bit of tuning, a little bit of tuning, so that we can tune into that highest frequency of who we are. It's like when you don't like something, okay, tune. So we are in this, and we don't need to, we just tell ourselves, we have arrived, I have arrived, and I am good. I don't need to learn anything more because everything I need is already here. Just know that it comes from, that's a real confidence, right? It's not coming from an entitlement. It's just know that, know strongly, know who you are, right? That's the journey. But once you know your core essence, you're kind, you're loving, you're lovable, you're here for fun, and you're here to help others, but most importantly, you're here for joy. So that's the core essence. I mean, you could add all your ingredients, right, who you are, and then use your super skill to live your life, and calling all that amazing people abundance, and that's the life you came here for. I also like to tell myself, my body is for joy. My body deserves to feel good. And that lands differently. Do you guys feel that? Like when you say, my body deserves to feel good. That's the self-worth right there. You love yourself so much that your body deserves good feeling. But we're not resisting, right? We're accepting all feelings. But know that our body, our body deserves to feel good. And we need to acknowledge all our feelings, all our trapped emotions, and look at those shadows and fully surrender. And with fully surrender, you can finally metabolize that shadow into our body. Take what's good, take what's not, flush out what's not good, metabolize them, release, and that's how you release. So all we have to do is literally metabolize. So let's look into those shadows without fear, and just know that this is part of the process. This is the integration of feminine and masculine, and yin and yang, light and shadow. So I talked too much today. My Gemini mind came out somehow. But I hope you can take what resonates with you, and let's keep on choosing ourselves and loving ourselves. Let's finish with a right hand on your heart and left hand on the top of your head. Let's create a perfect harmony within, and imagine energy circulate through your heart and the brain. And if you're called to, you can follow me with some affirmations. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello brain, hello mind, hello ego, hello inner child, hello body, hello fascia, hello heart, hello all parts of myself. Thank you for working together in harmony. I love your efficient, smart, harmonious collaboration. All parts of me are being seen and felt and cared by each other, but by me. So just feel that perfect harmony within. And let's put our lighthouse in between and in the center. That's our heart. Hello heart, you are the lighthouse. We follow you. We love you. I am safe. I am protected. I'm guided. I love myself. I choose myself. I forgive myself. I accept myself. I am enough. I am worthy. I deserve all the amazing things in life and people in life. I love my life. My life loves me. My body is healthy. My body moves with ease and joy. I deserve to feel good. Allow myself to feel good. I'm allowing myself to soften, and it's safe for me to do so. Feel your body, just thinking, ask your body, show me what it feels like to completely feel safe in my body. To feel safe completely, to exist on earth. We don't feel bad to exist, right? Like, just, we are here. It's our birthright to feel safe, to feel protected. We are cared, we are loved. You can add anything you want. Sense of safety in your body. It's that, and to choose yourself, love yourself. That's all you need. And everything else will just fall into place. Wow. Thank you guys. Feel your body. A sense of safety. Good self-worth. Self-esteem. But it's all start with a sense of safety. When you feel safe, you're naturally in love, I feel like. You're naturally in peace, right? Inner peace, inner harmony, inner love, and sense of safety. Yeah. I hope you guys take something out of this. Sending you so much love. It's Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back on Monday. Thank you, everybody. Bye.